How are you doing? This is an exclusive for Running Notebook, one of my video channels on YouTube. And this is where I get to reflect on a running lifestyle, some topic, some story, talk and think and reflect. And I haven't done that on this channel before. So I'm going to take about 10 or 20 minutes and see if I can address the big question. The big question is, why do I keep doing the running thing? Why am I running still? Why haven't I given it up? Why haven't I packed it in? Well, the story started, let's say it started in 1986. I moved to Pasadena, California. I just got married, and I moved there, and I saw for the first time the Los Angeles Marathon, and I went out and started running, thinking that I could run 26 miles. I didn't have the right shoes, and I was in no kind of fitness. I was fat, and I didn't care. I went on the street and I started running. Of course, I didn't get too far. I didn't get very far at all, and I ended up with lots of pain in my shins and my ankles and in my feet. But the spark reignited in me, the running spark, because I used to run in Belize as a teenager every day, just about 10 miles after school. And it was a habit. It was a lifestyle. It was something that I did, and I loved doing it. Running Farber's Road, coming down back into the city, and it was something that I did all the time. And so in 1991, I got a chance to work as a teacher in Culver City out there in Los Angeles. And at the same time, I just got a brand new pickup truck, and I got an invitation from my brother to join Wild Mountain Runners, Los Gatos, in Griffith Park. And so I started running there in Griffith Park after work, after school, and in about 3 or 4 months, I was ready to challenge the marathon. And I did. It was ill-advised, but at the time I did not know it. I was supercharged, and I went and did the marathon. I think the first marathon I ever ran was the Long Beach Marathon. Then from there, several other marathons. But I was becoming good at it, and I ran a 3:09 marathon in Culver City, Western Hemisphere Marathon. And I was discovered by the head of USATF track and field in Southern California, Bruce Robinson. He was a coach, but he was also the finish line timer. He did all the official timing, and I was invited to start doing some workout sessions with him. He would be my coach, and I would become sub-elite marathon runner. And it went well until my left knee started to flare up, all kinds of pain. And I do know why it happened, because I was running on cantered roads and also in bad shoes, and I didn't even know it. But I had a chronic injury that would plague me for many years. And I started with Bruce, and things were going well, but because of the pain, I had to peter out. And then my coach died. After that, I had some offers for coaches, and I finally settled with Coach Wayne Douglas of Elite Health Foods Track Club. And I ran with him and Eugene Musla, who was a hero, an Olympic marathoner from Belize, my home country. Yes, I tried to stay with the club, but knee injury sidelined me again, and the coach politely told me that if I cannot run, it doesn't make sense to continue coming down on Sundays to run with the club, because I was useless. I wasn't making any progress, and I couldn't even run. And so I was kicked out of the track club. And so for many years after that, I decided I would just off and on try to do something on my own, but the knee kept being a factor and not being able to progress. I'd run for a few months and it felt good, and then I would have to fall back into injury. Anyway, many years after, this was in probably 1995, 1996, when the coach dismissed me from the club. So many years after, I kept running and not going into Los Angeles anymore, not going into Griffith Park, but running at a place called Drayson Center in Loma Linda, California. It's an outdoor track facility on the campus. And I found that after a while, I was able to run out, habitually, ritually, 10 miles a day. And I said, if this is working out, I might just get back into training again and start running marathons and everything again. And so I did. But also got inspiration, a runspiration, an inspiration from the running gods, that I would do a project and take on a mile as the project to see how fast I could run my fastest mile. And I was fascinated with the mile because it's a perfect distance, and it is a medley of endurance and speed. To be able to run a 4-minute mile, you have to be a perfect running machine to achieve that feat. And I was getting older, of course, and no one over the age of 41 has run a sub 4-minute mile. Anyway, so I kept being invigorated, being infused with enthusiasm for the project. And I was in school at the same time at Arizona State University, and I decided to use a YouTube channel or create a content channel as part of my coursework. And so YouTube channel and Gilbert were born, or we became a reality. And so right now I'm coming off of a 4-year injury, because I was doing well until February 22, 2022. What happened? I was running after midnight and I fell, and I had multiple fractures in my left knee. Sad story. Yeah, the patella and the tibia. So I was out of action. I couldn't walk. I did go into rehab and into recovery mode, and then I started running again, slowly again, but not back to the same speed or distances. And it was a good comeback. And I did an 8-minute mile, well, an 8-minute 1-second mile, and I figured, hey, I'm going to be back real soon. But then that was in 2023, 24. Yeah, but then my back issues flared up, and so I could run. The knee was feeling better all the time, every day a little better, but the back made it so I could not run properly. I could not generate speed without pain, and I couldn't go long distances without pain. And so I'm almost over those back injuries, and I'm beginning to run again. And then came the project of the house, to sell Mom's house. And it was taking up a lot of time. And for almost 3 weeks, I did no running at all, trying to get the house on the market. And today marks like the 2 weeks that the house is on the market, with the for sale sign in front of it. And right now I'm here at the park because someone is looking at the house. They call it showings. It's like an open house. A real estate agent and his clients they go in and they look around and they try to see if this is a fit for them, for the clients who are buying. And so I'm here at the park, and last night I did something, because I was running again. I was running every day again for the last 3-4 days. But last night, the real estate agent, or Agent Joanne, said that there was some feedback that the house was looking good area, but clients were particularly sensitive to the fact that the house needed painting, and it also needed some floor work. But I couldn't do anything about the carpet and the floor, but I could do something about the painting, and I had some painting planned. So last night I decided to paint the 2 restrooms, one upstairs and one downstairs. And as you can imagine, it took me all night, and I did not get to bed. So I am here talking to you without having slept a wink. So I'll have to go and get some sleep this afternoon. And because of not sleeping, I won't be able to run unless I am able to get some sleep, sufficient sleep this afternoon, and I can run later tonight. But I'm running again, and hopefully if I take on any projects around the house, it will be reasonable projects that won't cause me to lose sleep, because last night I didn't run. I was working all through the night. And so my aim is to get back into great running form again, to get a sub 7:20, that's 7 minutes 20-second mile this in the next few months. Also to run a 5K in less than 22 minutes. And I want to be back on track, running strong, regularly, and making big progress. And I don't know where I'm going to be doing a lot of the running right now. All of my running is here on the Norco Horse Trail. But when I leave this area, when the house is sold, I'm not sure where I will go. Hopefully it will be a place that's running friendly, with lots of opportunities and courses, and maybe even back at Drayson Center out in the Loma Linda area. So that is what it is right now. Gilbert is going to possibly run again tonight. And wishing you well. And that's my running notebook for today. Stay good, stay safe, and stay healthy.